who always hated carrying a key, had the smart lock on our front door replaced with an old-fashioned deadbolt. She even started locking the bathroom door when she showered. Now, I have to call her every time I come home, just so she'll let me in. I couldn't live with that kind of humiliation. At the next family dinner, I slid a stack of divorce papers onto the table. Everyone thought I was just drunk and joking. Then my wife, Ruby, slapped me hard across the face, her eyes blazing. "Is it so hard to call first? You promised you'd respect me forever." I looked at her, my face a cold mask, and let out a short, bitter laugh. "If I leave you for good, isn't that the ultimate sign of respect?" "Shut up, James. If I hadn't gotten postpartum depression after our daughter was born, I wouldn't be so insecure. This reason for divorce is insane. I won't accept it." Ruby jabbed a finger at my face, her eyes turning red. I didn't even bother to look at her. I closed my briefcase with a snap. "Sign them. Don't make me force you." I grabbed my things and stood to leave. The entire family stared, caught between Ruby's trembling form and my cold, resolute back. I could hear their whispers, wondering how the man who once put Ruby before everything else could suddenly demand a divorce over something so trivial. Ruby froze for a second, then reached out to grab me. Her father started to rise from his chair. But before I could take a step, Ruby's psychiatrist, Dr. Collins, pushed me back down into my seat. "Mr. Vance, your wife is suffering from severe postpartum depression. She has extreme insecurity," he said, his voice dripping with condescension. "She only locks the door to feel safe. How can you, her husband, be so callous? It's your constant antagonism that's making her condition worse." My in-laws immediately sided with him. "Dr. Collins is right. He's just in a bad mood and taking it out on his wife. For a man who married into this family, he's got a hell of an attitude. If it wasn't for Ruby loving him, he'd be nothing today." Ruby shot them a look that silenced them, then turned her gaze to me, her voice softening into a fragile, pleading tone. "Honey, I'm so sorry. I know my illness has been hard on you. You never used to raise your voice at me. For the sake of the 10 years we've loved each other, please, just calm down. Is it your mother's medical bills again? Don't be afraid to ask. Your mom is my family too." Watching Ruby humble herself to coax me, the relatives clucked in admiration, but their glares at me grew sharper. "James, for a woman as sick as Ruby to treat you this well, you should be grateful," one of them said. "Have we ever not taken care of your mother's needs? Just tell us how much you need. We'll figure it out," Ruby's father added, leaning on his cane. I knew what they were thinking, that I was too proud to ask the Ashwood family for more money, so I was resorting to this ridiculous drama. I met Ruby's eyes as she reached for my hand. I pulled away. "The feeling is gone," I said, my voice flat. "Let's end this." A dead silence fell over the room. Ruby threw her arms around me, her voice breaking into a sob. "James, don't lie to me." I pushed her off, taking 2 steps back. "It's the truth. Let's stop here. Try to keep some dignity." Ruby stood there, stunned. In the corner, our daughter started wailing from her stroller. Ignoring everyone, I turned to leave again. A water glass shattered on the floor in front of me. Dr. Collins had thrown it. He lunged forward, slamming the divorce papers against my chest, his finger pointing at my face as he spat. "James, are you even a man? Ruby gave up a scholarship to study abroad to marry you. She loves you so much. Is this how you repay her? Now that she's sick, you're just going to abandon her and your daughter? You ungrateful bastard!" I looked at the psychiatrist, who was practically vibrating with rage, and found it all amusing. "Dr. Collins, this is a matter between my wife and me. It has nothing to do with you, does it?" Spittle flew from his lips as he grabbed my collar. "She is still your wife. You have no idea how good you have it. Do you have any clue how much of the Ashwoods' money you've burned through for that dying mother of yours? If Ruby hadn't taken pity on you, if she didn't love you, your mother would have been